file.
Can you share now?
Can you make me the host?
Yeah.
So Guru, Saranya send you the review sheet for my module.
Still not it.
Okay.
Guru, I think in a few places, Neelam didn't, she got confused between text box and drop down list.
Rest of the things?
Rest of the things, she missed, like for the report submodule, she missed out one objective check. She did one functionality name mistake. And there was one objective missing tab for hostel details. And she did not write any negative test cases.
So almost all functionality.
Almost all functionalities.
Okay.
And so most of the places where she got confused between text box and drop down box. So she has, couldn't write the exact objective check for them.
Okay.
So some of them, the fields where she did a repetitive objective check for room number of beds, and she did it 3 times.
Okay.
Then there was an extra functionality that she added named select type, which she doesn't need to do because the name of the field is fee type, and she just needs to add that. And I don't know where, this one is wrong. Then there was an extra objective field, hostel registration. Okay, so there was this sub-tab named hostel registration.
Can you
click
go ahead
on
with
the tab hostel registration?
No, can you go ahead with her test scenario and requirement? Can you show her?
Sure. Okay. Give me 1 second. How do I minimize this? So
Just open the requirements, SRS link.
Yeah.
So that she should understand, right, what exactly the mistake is.
Yeah, I told I will work with her tomorrow for an hour in the morning.
Okay.
And then we can go over all the things.
Can you able to close this issue by tomorrow, both of you?
Yes, I will do it tomorrow. I'll work with her in the morning 1 hour and I'll get it done.
Yeah, fine then. Neelam, have you reviewed it?
Starting, Guru.
Okay. Can you make me host?
Yes.
Anuradha?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Today I would like to discuss with you people on the interview questions. Okay. What are the interviewer may expect from these point of things? Okay. See, here, according to this, right, I will go ahead with it. Saravanan, have you Have you got a chance to review the scenario of Shalan, Sarvanan?
No, sir. Today only I'm getting proper electricity, so I will done it by today.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So can you all of you people have pen and paper with you people so that you can write down the questions,
Yes.
interview questions, discussion.
Yes.
Okay. So see till now we have completed till over here. Okay. So take down first interview question. Okay. How you are going to start? How you are going to start testing the application, testing the application without requirement specification, without requirement specification. Okay. See here there is a catch. If I ask, for example, I will tell you generically how it works. Okay, Anuradha went for an interview and she will be asked with some questions. Okay, Anuradha, if we don't have any requirement specification, how you are going to test the application? Okay, requirement specification in the sense that system study document itself is not there, just working application is there. What, how you are going to test such kind of applications? Okay, then Anuradha should tell them we wanted to do the exploratory kind of testing. Exploratory kind of testing means what? Just we are navigating the system, clicking here and there, and we are making it as a documentation part. Then we will start up doing SRS analysis and test scenario. I mean to say here Zoom is an application. Imagine it doesn't have any. I mean to say any requirement document. I mean to say any SRS document. But working application is like that. You can stop video. You can mute. You can go to security. You can pause. You can. So what you will do in this situation? Just you are navigating the system. You are clicking on the system and understanding the flow of the functionality. Then you are preparing the test scenario. You got my point? Navigating the system by clicking on the applications, by clicking on the functionality, we call it as exploratory testing. You should tell them exploratory kind of testing we can do by navigating the system. By clicking on the system, we would like to understand the flow of the functionality. Then we will start off testing activities. That is one answer. If they ask you, right, if they ask you, okay, Anuradha, we don't have any requirement specification. How you are going to start the testing activities? We don't have that. Then she should tell, sir, we wanted to do the exploratory kind of testing where we wanted to click on the functionality of web application, and parallelly we will understand the flow of the functionality and we will make it as a documentation part. Then we will start designing the test scenario. Then we will start up the process of QA. Guys, you got my point?
Yes.
Okay. So another questions they may ask you, like I will take Anuradha example only. Okay, Anuradha, can you tell me what are the challenges you have faced while doing the testing? What are the challenges you have faced? Kajal, I am right? You might have faced such questions in interview.
Yes.
Correct, right? So how,
Yes.
if such question comes up, how you are going to handle the situations, that is really important. Okay, they may ask, right, if Kajal, Anuradha, if you have done the 3 years of testing work, okay, what are the challenges it may come to you? Okay, so and how you have faced such kind of challenges, how you are coming out from such kind of situations? Okay, Anuradha should tell them, stating that yes, sir, in my past experience, I have faced a lot of challenges. So he may ask you, right? Okay, can you list out what are the challenges you have faced? She may tell, we don't have any requirement specification documents properly. there is a problem with the proper documentation part, and requirements are getting changed each time. I mean to say, sorry. I mean to say, if she has designed the test scenario, tomorrow business analyst is telling, no, no, those test scenarios are wrong. We have changed the requirement. Can you again redesign the test scenario? It will become headache for her. Okay, then she may tell, and this is another kind of challenges we have faced, and there is very poor documentation part, even though the application is available. Okay, poor documentation part, and nobody knows the domain knowledge in our team. That is also the big challenges which we have faced. So she can tell such kind of challenges she has faced, and they wanted to dig more. They will ask her, okay, next what challenges you have faced, next what challenges you have faced. Because see, I will tell you, interviewer will ask you the questions, what are the problems he has faced in the real life. Okay, what are the problems he has faced in the real life of testing. They wanted to put that questions in front of you, and he need answers from you. Okay, so you should be very confident while hitting him back. That's really makes sense. Okay, so suppose I will ask Anuradha, stating that, Anuradha, why you wanted to design the test scenario? Okay, why can't you design directly test cases? What is the use of test scenario? Anuradha, can you flash if you have some idea?
I would like to design the test cases
Test
prior
scenario.
test scenario
Hmm.
so that I do not miss out any functionalities while doing the test, so that and then I can review it with my peers as well, so that no functionalities or no testing parts or no objectives gets omitted or gets missed out
What is
during the testing
objectives?
process. Like whether every function is working properly or not, whether every module is working properly or not, checking the functionalities.
Mhm. So can you tell me what exactly this test scenario means?
um, Test scenario means like when we are developing an application, we would really like to find out whether all the modules or the functionalities of the modules are working in the proper order as they are supposed to. So when we are designing a test scenario, we are priorly documenting all the parts that we need and how they should behave, preparing a document, how they should behave, what are the expected results, and what might be the negative cases. So that's why we design a test scenario.
So without designing test scenario, if we design the test cases, what would be the problem?
So if we design without using a test scenario, then the problem might be that we might miss out certain functions, or we might miss out how certain modules are behaving, or our understanding of how the modules are supposed to behave, what are the desired results, and what is the actual result we're getting from it. So just to omit those mistakes, we would rather have a test scenario designed prior to it.
Okay. So what is the entry criteria to design the test scenario?
For designing of test scenario, we will need an SRS, a system study, system study analysis, so SRS documents, and a testing template.
Okay.
System specification, analysis of it, and the test template.
Okay. Well, what is SRS analysis and why you wanted to do that?
So when we are designing test cases, we need to know what are the requirements that what are the system requirements of the product manager, or what I would rather say, how the system is supposed to behave or what are the modules, how the modules are supposed to behave, and what are the requirements, what are the functionalities of the requirements, how a certain web page, how the functions are flowing, how the data is flowing throughout the entire system, that, like studying each and every part of the system.
Okay. Kajal, can you tell me why we wanted to do the SRS analysis?
Like from SRS analysis, you can how is the system behaving, what kind of functionality that has, and like how the flow is going of the system. So like is the how many module that has and how is supposed to be worked. So from the um, system requirement, you can like figure out how the system is basically work.
Saravanan, can you tell me why we wanted to do the SRS analysis?
SRS, SRS analysis basically we are going to do what is the requirement flow.
See, my intention is, so you should tell your opinion, not by listening others. So my question is, what are the thoughts in your mind comes up, right? Put in front of me
Yeah.
so that I can sense it, and don't listen anybody else. Okay, listen them and put your own opinion, like why you wanted to do the SRS analysis. That's what. Even though I would like to tell everybody. Okay, same thing.
So
So put your
yeah.
own words and explain me well, like why you wanted to do the SRS analysis. So what profit you are getting by doing that?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's a detailed description of a requirement, and it will maybe the functionalities. If we want to go through the process, how we need to have a output, and how the end user should use. So based on that, we need to have a SRS analysis so that we can identify whether the end user can have a good working nature or not.
Okay. Okay, Shalan, can you help me out to understand this? Anyhow, I will tell you by end of the session. What is the use of analyzing the SRS?
So as per my understanding, the SRS analysis could be helpful in order to estimate how many hours that we need, how many resources
Excellent.
that we need,
Excellent.
based upon counting the functionalities.
Excellent. I was expecting such answers. Okay. Okay. So what is the entry criteria to design the test scenario?
So we would be requiring the SRS document analysis and test scenario template to begin
Okay.
with.
So what would be the exit criteria to design the test scenario?
So it should be reviewed with peers, and if there are any errors, should be discussed and finalized and approved by the test lead.
Excellent.
So
Okay. Okay. See, if we don't have any requirement specifications, I'm asking you, Shalan. Okay.
yeah.
If you don't have any requirement specification, I would like to start testing. What is your approach and what kind of testing you wanted to do?
So it would be, yeah, as you said, it's exploratory testing. So I'm assuming that it is based upon our experience where we use a lot of applications. So we need to determine, so this is the text box. So what it should expect. So through navigating by clicking on the buttons and the checkboxes, we can do testing without the requirement specifications, and then we can go ahead with preparing the document.
Excellent. So why you wanted to do the review?
So reviews is in order to avoid the error. So before it gets into the customer's hand, we need to make sure that we have produced error-free documents or the whatever the whatever the documents
Yes.
that we are producing. Yeah.
Okay. So another thing is, Kajal, guys, don't mistake me. Okay, I am not insulting anybody else over here. See, this is a real situations you will face for sure. Okay, you are not mistaking me, right? All of you,
No.
Shalan, Anurag, and all. Okay, just we are discussing here with our opinion. our opinion on the concept which we have worked on it. Okay. So if we are wrong, we will correct ourselves. Okay. So now my question was to the Kajal. Kajal, why we wanted to make the requirement traceability matrix? What is the use of it?
So RTM is the like a mapping between the requirement and the test cases. So from the requirement traceability matrix, you can figure out like how many test cases you pass, how many got failed, how many defects is there. So from there, basically you can figure out like is your testing, did you are you done with your testing or not?
Okay. Okay. So how many types of requirement traceability matrix are there?
So I don't know. I just know one, like you can just explain in a percentage. So like basically like if you have like a 10 test cases, if you like execute around 8, so you can say like are you done with 80% of the test cases?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, another question I would like to ask. Okay. I mean to say something like I forgot, like in the real scenario, right? They will ask you, uh, hold on, not remembering that. Well, in the sense, I wanted to put you in such a situations, you wanted to uh, get that situations from smoothly. Okay. Suppose if we could not able to review the test scenario, what is the impact, Anuradha?
So if we are unable to review the test scenario, there might be a chance that one or more than one functionality might we might miss out testing of one or more than one functionality.
Okay. Shalan, can you tell me what exactly the test scenario means?
So as per me, the test scenario means where we are determining the coverage of that particular functionality. So in terms of positive and the negative, so our goal is to make sure to provide the 100% coverage.
Like how you are making sure that 100% of coverage you can do through RTM, right? So my question is, what exactly the test scenario?
So test scenario is determining through how many ways we are going to test that functionality.
Yes. So Sravanan, can you tell me what is your opinion on test scenario? What exactly it is? Sravanan is that? Hello?
Guru,
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
a test scenario is defined as any functionality that can be tested.
Yes. Yes. One way of our answer is correct.
It is also.
Yes.
It is
Sravanan,
also called.
yes, yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Sravanan, can you put your thoughts on the test scenario design? What exactly it is?
Actually, it's an activity that uses to create stories of negative and positive scenario that we need to test on the particular functionality, and it works as per our requirement or not.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, yes.
Neelam, can you tell me why we wanted to review the test scenario? Neelam, you are there? She's not unmuted or anything. Neelam, you are there? Okay. Shalan, you tell me, what is the use of doing the RTM and how many types of RTMs will be there?
So types, I'm not aware about that, but the usage of the RTM is just to keep the update on the projects where we are on that particular day, and just making sure that we are going through the flow, following the STLC way. And the usage is to track the work.
Like?
So what is the priority? Have we covered that priority work? And what would be the next? And what are the challenges that has been faced? And are we going to fix that today or tomorrow? So those cases, I mean,
No.
those are the.
No. In this answer, I am with Kajal. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Guru. I can't.
Okay.
Can't hear you.
Okay. Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me, Neelam,
Yes.
what is the review? Why we wanted to do that?
Okay. To ensure the compilation and success of any test cases, it should be a review to avoid a defect in product.
Like?
Review. Okay.
Go ahead. Okay. Anuradha, can you tell me? Okay, hold on. Anuradha, can you tell me what is the use of RTM?
Well, we use RTM to map out how many test cases we have designed for a single requirement. So, and then we can keep a track of the defects that we have found in the tests, and keep a track of the how many defects we have fixed, or whether the defects are still open or not. So it's a mapping procedure for measuring that every requirement is working in its proper manner by testing every requirement functionality.
Sravanan, can you help me out why you wanted to do the RTM?
Sir, actually, the purpose of RTM is to ensure that all requirements of the system are tested or not. As per the what company are testing protocols, as per that, whether we need to ensure that all the requirements have been listed out or not.
So now, guys, I will tell you everything according to. So you mentioned all your thoughts. Okay. See, I will start with SRS analysis. Why we wanted to do this? See, SRS analysis, before getting into the test scenario, we wanted to analyze the module. We wanted to make sure that, yes, I have been assigned with one of the module. I wanted to understand the flow of the functionality of that particular module. Okay. I wanted to understand how many functions I need to be tested. I wanted to understand what is the flow of the functionality, how many major flows are there, how many mandatory fields it has, okay, how many functions it has. So to make sure that this module is having these many functions, this module is having these simple flow and medium flow and complex flow. So according to that, we will start designing the test scenario. Okay. If I definitely, it will give me the rough estimation. Okay. If HR and payroll, I'm done with SRS analysis, I can estimate these many days I can take to finish off designing the test scenario. I can count the functionality, right? Like I have these many functions to be available in this particular module, and these many are simple flow, these many are medium flow, these many are complex flow, and it has these many mandatory fields, and this has these many are major functions. So these things will give me an input, analysis input, to help me out to design the test scenario. One thing. So then Then what exactly this test scenario means? Test scenario is the document which is the high level document which talks about how many ways we are going to test the functionality, how many ways we are going to test the functions. It is a scene, it is a scenario, like positive scenario, positive way of testing the functionality, negative way of testing the functionality, we call it as positive scenario, we call it as negative scenario. It talks about high level way of checking out, testing out the functionality. So that is nothing but our test scenario. So it is helping us to make sure that we will not miss out any functions in designing the test cases. Okay. There is a difference between test cases and test scenario. Test scenario. So the entry criteria to design the test scenario. What exactly the entry criteria? It needs requirement specification. It needs your SRS analysis and it needs your proper template where to design. So that is the entry criteria. Exit criteria of test scenario is the test scenario has to reviewed and approved. Okay. So that is the exit criteria. Then what exactly this RTM? RTM is a requirement traceability matrix which traces the requirement. Means, for example, one requirement ID is there. How many test scenario we have designed? So for that particular requirement, how many